Okay, so I had to sit at my desk for a little while. Y'all already know what time it is. But while I'm still sitting here, I'm starting the first step in my payroll process. So, Arise pays twice a month, and then the IBOs can set whatever pay dates they are. So usually it's either going to be the 1st and the 15th or the 15th and the 30th. It just depends. That's normally how it goes. So what I wanted to recommend to you guys, if you're starting your IBO business, definitely have an idea of how you want to do your payroll, how you want to set it up, because when your agents start actually earning revenue, you've got to have a way to pay them, right? So some options that I want to give you guys is, first and foremost, just a financial institution. So pretty much every bank has a business banking account, and that's what you're going to want to set up, because you're going to want to keep your personal funds separate from your business funds, okay? So you want to have a business bank account that you can link to Arise to have your deposit go into that account for your agents, and then you want to have a way to distribute that money to your agents, right? So at several banks, there are a lot of banks that offer a payroll option, or some sort of payroll package that includes direct deposits and stuff like that. So you definitely want to ask around or check around, go online and just kind of, Google it or whatever. Go to their actual website, because all of the information is there. You just click on banking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to verify my, you Google the bank that you think you might want to bank with, and then you read all of the terms and conditions, check out all the fees. So if you're doing this on a budget like I did, where you didn't have like a whole lot of money to dish out right in the beginning of starting this, then I would definitely go with a bank that has either a very, very low minimum monthly fee, or go with an online bank that doesn't have a fee at all. So that brings me to the next alternative, which is online banking. There are several companies out there that offer online business banking. Two that I want to recommend is Bluevine and Novo. When I first started my business, I had one business bank account, and that was through Aslo. Well, Aslo closed, and I had to kind of like hurry up and find another option, being that I wasn't able to actually go to a bank because we're in a pandemic. So a lot of the banks were closed. You couldn't walk in. So typically when you're opening a business bank account, a lot of times you'll have to go inside, because you'll have to show proof of your business and all of that. You'll have to take them that information, like your certificate of articles of certificate, or however you say it, articles of organization. That's what I'm trying to say. Things like that, and actually sit down with a representative and go over your business banking options, because there's always going to be more than one. When you go to a financial institution, it just depends on what your business is going to need, okay? But if you're starting out, I would definitely go with a bank that maybe has a minimum monthly maintenance fee, because you got to remember, when you first start out, you're not actually making any money, okay? So the idea is to not go into debt trying to start your business. So you want to use... There's so many options out there. You just kind of have to do your research. So with Novo, it is a free online business banking option that you can use. However, you do have to fund your account. So there's a $50, they call it fund your account, and it's $50. So once you do that, then you'll be able to, do transactions and all that. But prior to that, you can fund it at any time. Like, I use Novo. Well, I have a Novo account as a backup, because I realized when I was doing business banking with Aslo, I had no idea that a few months later that they were going to close, okay? So I was like, okay, well, since right now the banks are closed, can't really go inside. Well, at the time, I was like, well, what's another option? And then I came across Novo. But then in my mind, I was like, okay, well, if something happened to Novo, I need a backup, okay? So I'm going to tell you about the other one here in a minute. So with Novo, you do have to fund your account when you start doing like transactions and stuff like that. but it's not necessary right away. You do get your card, so it's a black card that you get, and that's pretty much it. You can go in and see your account information and all that. Now there's some integration, so like if you have a website, if you use Slack, which is a communication tool, if you use Zapier, which is a workflow automation tool, QuickBooks for accounting, Shopify for your business, Square Business, you can integrate these, right? So you would just click on what you want to integrate and tie together, and then you follow the steps. Okay. So the second option is Bluevine. Bluevine does have an option where you can do like payments and do like pay your agents directly through Bluevine. However, I'm going to share something else with you guys too. If you don't necessarily want to do it through Bluevine, then I have another option for you. But Bluevine, it's free. You don't have to fund your account first. With any business bank account, you are gonna have to verify your business, right? So when you send out your first deposit, that's when you'll be notified to continue verifying your business, if that makes sense. Okay. So the monthly maintenance fee for this is nada. There isn't one. And like I said, you can either do your payouts directly through Bluevine, or if you were like me and already had another business bank account set up, another way to do this is to use Square Payroll. So with these, you would have to link the routing number and account numbers. Okay, so Square Payroll is another option that you can use. You just link it to your business bank account, and what happens is when Arise sends out the deposits for everybody, it goes into that business bank account. And then what you do, you go to your Square Payroll, and of course you have all your team members there. You have everybody set up their direct deposit. It's really, really cool, y'all. I actually like it. I've been using it from day one, but we'll talk about Square Up and all of that in another video because it's like so much. But in a nutshell, that's one option that you can use. And the only fee is $5 per agent that you pay out. So versus having a monthly maintenance fee with just the business banking account, and then having possibly other fees from using their payroll options or direct deposit options, depending on how your pocket's looking, which coin's looking like, you might come out better doing this option until you get more established, get more agents, and then you can venture off into something different. So these were just some free or low cost options for business banking and payroll. Okay. So now that we got the business out the way, let me show you guys what I got from. Go ahead and show y'all what I picked up from the Dollar Tree. We'll do the cold stuff first. I had to put this stuff in the freezer, but so from the freezer section, I did get some pretzels. I've been waiting for them to restock up on these because I had a craving for them a while back. And I've got cheese sauce and stuff, so I got that. There's 6 in the box, which is not bad for $1. And then I got these egg rolls. I've been looking for these too. They have them sometimes, not all the time, but they were fully stocked on them, so I went ahead and got 2. There's 10 in a pack. I wonder if it comes with the little sauce. Probably not. It probably doesn't come with any of the sauce. But we'll put these back in the freezer. I feel like I gotta reorganize my freezer. Because stuff, I got those whole chickens in there, and those are round, so stuff that's sitting on it just kind of sliding off every time I open the door. But anyways, they had this, so I got the complete seasoning. I only got one of these. And then you guys already know I had to go ahead and get the Effordent, and then I did get a Fix-It-Int. It's in the other bag. Got some straws. Got Olivia some flip-flops, because she is going to be going out of town next month. And so I'm trying to get a little bit of a head start on her some summer stuff. So they have these flip-flops. They're so cute. It says believe in yourself. And it's got bees, a little honeycomb. They're pink. And this one is just a watermelon. So I thought that one was cute. So I got her those. I'm trying to get a head start on getting her. I think I just said that, right? I'm just repeating myself. It'd be like that sometimes, right, y'all? Alright, needed some more combs, so I got that because Olivia, for some reason, likes to use my combs for her Barbie dolls. I don't know why she does that, but she does. And I got another thing of trash bags. There's 7 in here. And I actually picked up 2 of them. So here's the other one. And got some more air fresheners. So I got 2 of these. This is the lavender or tranquil lavender and aloe, and they smell pretty good. I smelled them in the store. Here's the Fix-It-Int. And then of course had to pick up the disinfectant spray. Now she did tell me, the cashier did tell me that they didn't have a limit on those anymore, so you can now buy like a whole box, and 12 come in a box. So just in case you guys are interested, check with your Dollar Tree. And then you guys know that these earphones from the Dollar Tree don't last that long. So of course the ones that I bought last time are dead. So I got these, and then I got a backup. So this one comes with a microphone. So I'm going to test it out. It says compatible with most smartphones. We'll see. And then this is just a basic purple headphones. I did pick up 3 fragrances. I ended up getting, you guys probably saw me testing these out in the last video. Or earlier, I'm saying in the last video, earlier in the video. But these are dupes, okay? So this one is Pour My Belle. And it is basically compared to Amor by Cachero. This one I like. I've actually had the actual fantasy fragrance before, like years ago, and I actually like it. You know what? That one was a dupe too, now that I think about it. But that one I got from, I think, Rainbow. You know how at Rainbow and at City Trends, well, I don't know if they do it at City Trends anymore, but at Rainbow they got the fragrances that are like 3 for $10. And so they had one of these. It was really it was in a little cute bottle, and it was the same fragrance, different brand, but it was a cute little pink bottle similar to the to that Avon Infinity bottle that I have. But it smelled really good. I used to wear it all the time. But this is the Dollar Tree version. So this is Legerdemain. Okay, whatever. But it's Fantasy, compared to Fantasy by Britney Spears. Girl, where do they be coming up with these names? Okay. And again, it's this brand, EAD. So you guys check that out. And this one was okay, but it was the only one there. So I was like, well, maybe I'll like it later. I didn't dislike it in the store. It just, it's a little different from what I would normally be attracted to. But this one is Her Royal Highness. But it's a dupe of Princess by Vera Lane. So got those 3. And saw some new cleaning products, or at least new in my store. So this is the other Glade. And oh, in case you want to try these, this is what the boxes look like. Okay, in case you want to seek those out at your Dollar Tree. And the last thing that I picked up, this was a new cleaning item in my store. So it's Spick and Span Antibacterial Cleaner, Lemon Fresh. This one actually smells way better. You know what? I'm not going to say way better, because the green one doesn't stink. It's just a very, very light smell. like a light citrus smell, right? You can barely smell it. But anyway, this one, it reminds me of Pine Sol, the lemon Pine Sol, but apparently it kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses, including the COVID. So got 2 of those. I wanted to get more, but because they were new in my store, I wanted to leave other people the opportunity to grab them one if they wanted to try it out.